the savannah. I'm a South African. That's where I go. But I think it's a pretty damn apt metaphor.
Yeah, I think it is, and let's dive into the action at Overpass. It's going to be the second map in this best of 3. Let's see if we're going to go all the way to a third map. Are we going to see any overtime on this one? Who knows? Let's jump into the action.
Straight into that pistol round, and of course this is going to be an important one. Bearing in mind, EG have won the second pistol. They did not win the first pistol in the previous map. So there's a chance here for Starfish. Unfortunately, winning that pistol did not really pivot them into much. They got up to like 3 rounds, and then EG went nope, or 2 rounds. So maybe they do something better this time.
I was really confused. I was wondering how Tippy got damaged, but she jumped out of heaven and landed on the floor instead of the water.
Not team damage this time?
Well, you know, self-inflicted. Let's see if EG are going to get counted here. It's going to be Kichu looking to come up behind them, going in for this backstab. Spotted them. Albert Chess reads it like a book. Just flushes her. Easy peasy. And now it's going to be Yoshi going down. She's not careful. Mickey's going to be able to find one Yoshi. She's going to get torn apart. Tippy with one of her own going to be coming up from behind. Looking to try to help her teammates out. Try to recover this site. They don't have a defuse kit on them that I can see. There might be one dropped in towards the bank. Milky going to be playing around the yellow boxes. Playing aggressive against them. Going to be able to hit 2 headshots. Going to be in for the third as well. She's hungry.
Milky!
She wants more. She finds a 3K. Not quite a 4th. But still, one hell of a start here for EG.
She's cracked. I can't, like, she's been so impressive over the last few weeks. Just such a phenomenal standout player, and just the hits keep coming. Look at this. Even with that slightly labored spray on that 3rd kill there, she still manages to connect it. I mean, look, that round was going to go awry for Starfish just based on their positioning in those first early kills. But for Milky to clutch that out towards the end there, beautiful.
Lots of Galils on the side of EG. I do appreciate this. Trying to go full sort of firepower, give them a bit of a better advantage on this range. Gonna have to go in for the spray. Jess, you have to be careful. Only 15 bullets. Gonna have to use too many of them. Eventually go down. Lish gonna be coming in, finding 2 for herself, but moistened. Takes care of business, gets the kill. The 2 rifles recovered. Honestly, you know, take them. Take your win in regards to getting 2 of those guns and save them for that next round. It's going to give you more of a powerful buy if you look at that cash.
Yeah, no, just like get the hell out now. Try and keep something into the next. Jess with a bit of a labored start there. I need to get 1 for herself, but trying her best to get that kill count up. And of course, getting those few kills definitely helps, right? Getting that first kill, then the trade comes out, and her teammates there to back her up. Like, this is what you need to be doing. Yes, they do lose 2 players in their force, so their bonuses they're likely going to have to reinvest in, which isn't ideal. But it's not the end of the world. Losing 2 players, not terrible. You can definitely still recover quite easily from that. The question is, what is Starfish going to do now? In the previous game, they had forced on the 2nd round. This time, however, did not do that. So got a bit of cash to work with here. It's not a whole lot. They don't have massive bank, but they can still fashion together a pretty strong buy for themselves. And of course, EG, yes, reinvesting in. So they are going to get a Galil and a Mac-10, which I always appreciate. Not a full Mac-10 round like we saw in the previous map. Wouldn't that have been fun?
Yeah, so Mac-10 was saved over. But they did buy into 2 rifles, an AK and also pretty good. Let's see what they're going to be able to do with this. On the other side, Starfish looking rather healthy coming into this Sam, with all things considered, but it is the bonus round. If they lose this, it's going to be super painful. He's going to be in a difficult spot, going to get burnt away. She has been spotted as well, if I'm right in saying. Moise is going to be dropping the smoke, but honestly going to be focusing on the firepower right now. There's going to be 2 other players lining up for it, but she only finds 1. Licious. She's found 2 kills so far, opening up this site for her teammates. Goes in for the plant. She's going to be able to plant this. There's no way they can stop her at this point. 2v3. This is going to be difficult. Try and unhinge EG from this site. Going to be one hell of a task, especially when you don't reload. Oh, no. Tippy had reloaded. I think she had. There you go. Either way, she drops down. She's going to be going in for the peek straight away. She might lose her head.
Oh.
She peeks with her smoke in her hand.
Oh, looking for a lineup, but that was... I mean, you needed to clear that angle first if you're going to try and go for a lineup of any sort. That was rough to say the very least. And this again, I mean, that whole round was just like a perfect example of EG's amazing util usage, right? It starts with the incendiary to push that one player off position. Then the smoke comes out, the flashes come out, and at that point, 3 of Starfish's players are like literally in no man's land, completely out in the open, and EG just have to clean it up. I mean, that was fantastic, absolutely clinical. And Starfish back down to pistols. Deagles, but pistols.
Piggy gonna be acting a little bit too confident. Gonna lose her head. mchy's gonna be coming in, the player of the hour, trying to show us her final form. Fine one, Licious. Minus 2, going in for the 4th. Absolutely fantastic display there, dominating them. Piggy dropping isn't the end of the world. She has 5.8k in the bank. Not gonna be too concerned. 4-8 on the board. I mean, I can't see. And I mean, this is obviously very early doors on this, Sam, but EG already just feeling so confident on this.
They just have the run of this map right now. As what we said, right? This was the big concern. This is their map pick. They're so comfortable on it. They consistently pick into it. There was very little concern. But Tippy's got it off now. And this is the potential turnaround that we need to see. This is where we need to see her really come alive for her team. Shut down some of those entryways. Unless, of course, they just circumvent her entirely, in which case, meh.
Oh, Garden does get traded out by Moistened. It's a good start. We get something on the board. It was obviously a trade, but you know what? Could be worse. This is just slightly tagged, but the Swedish player is looking to show up Piggy and mchy from last game. Oh, let's see if it's going to work. Fortunately, this angle is a little bit spicy when you've got an A1 with the barrel of your gun sticking about 2 feet out. Let's see. Over towards long, we do see EG looking to try and take this position. EG going to be backing out. That was actually a perfect decision. Piggy smoked out. Molly's going to be followed up as well. He's got the AWP. Tippy's got the opposition's AWP. The flash is going to be going out, but her teammate's going to be able to find one. mchy eventually going in for the trade.
Oh.
And even more so, she's hungry for more. Finds one, and Jessica from behind. Like we said, she's not really been on form with her spray there. You definitely should have had that one in the bag, Sam.
This is another just rough round for Starfish. You know, they realize that the push is coming up long. They start laying down a lot of that utility. Oh no, position known.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that. So they start laying down a lot of that utility. They want to slow down EG from getting in onto site. But like one flash comes out and EG just systematically start dismantling the 2 or 3 players that were already on the site. I mean, it was just... It's like a horror movie, you know, when you watch the dumb blonde chick who's like, oh, I'm gonna go out there and see what's happening. I'm a natural blonde, okay? Don't let the dye job fool you. And it's kind of like that, you know. You see the train wreck coming. It's like a Final Destination vibe. They just can't seem to find a footing here.
It is a bit of a horror show. 5-0 at the moment. It is EG's map pick, but they dominated on Mirage, which wasn't theirs, but we expected it. We foretold it. Jessica, which player that I was criticizing that last round, and honestly, I stand by what I said. So I'm hoping that she can show us that she's more consistent. We've seen her in the past, Sam, be a very consistent player that's just sort of in the background. Today, she's not really had too much of a chance. She's going to be peeking up, loses her head. Licious. Had her stats a little bit. Not going to get a chance. Drops down a molly just for good measure. Wanted to make sure no one's able to push up. And now we see Licious does find it Tippy. These Deagles, the 5-7s, aren't going to be able to find their mark. Licious is going to be holding up the rear end. Trying to wonder what Starfish really could do here to try and counter this, because most of the issues are really going to be down to long team form. Licious, you're out of bullets, got to reload. mchy got to hit those shots as well, but it's going to be Licious getting the kills, and that was a 5k. She gets an ace. We actually saw mchy go full Tarek there.
Licious cosplaying mchy on this map. Fantastic stuff. I mean, this seems to be her playground. She really feels so comfortable on Overpass. She's got all of these angles so well covered consistently. Poor Starfish. Okay, that was a pistol round, but I mean, it's not like it's the first 3K she's had, and it's not always against pistol. She's having such a good game in this particular map on such good form. Now Starfish, okay, I like this. A solid fan out. But look at this aggression from EG. Starfish need to be so quick if they're going to catch this out, and instead they start to pull back. This B site could get completely overrun.
Oh, it's going to be down to Yoshi, who does a lot of damage. Going to be out of bullets, going to have to reload. I don't think she has time. Moisten going to be coming around the sidelines, going to end up going down, though. She's not careful. Mika and Yoshi going to be dropped. Moisten with one. Piggy with a P250, going to be running out of bullets. The A1 comes out the corner. She stays alive somehow. Moisten out of bullets, has to back off. USB in hands. The AK goes up against her. It's going to be... Actually, Guardian does get the kill. Oh, Kichu gets the kill. It's a kill. Now it's going to be a 2v3. Low HP on a couple of players with Piggy. She's got an AWP and she's hungry. She wants these kills. Teppy, so does she though. She gets the wall bang. Piggy misses the shot. Return fire almost comes through. Oh! Shot landed. Teppy unfortunately doesn't quite see Licious from the sidelines and gets taken down.
And another round where Starfish start looking relatively good. Take a slightly deeper hold towards that monster tunnel area, and as the Evil Geniuses players start pushing through, there's quite a bit of spam damage that comes out through the smoke. Unfortunately, it doesn't result in a kill, which would have been fantastic. If you see a kill come through there and then Moisten be able to get back, pull back to the rest of her team, now they have an advantage. But Evil Geniuses, they don't take enough damage. They push through that smoke, push through that flash, and again, completely overrun Starfish. And a solid attempt was made at that retake. Tippy on point, getting a kill there. Piggy's position was known, but of course, once that first shot comes through and doesn't get the kill, Licious then has the information, and the back and forth between these EG players has been so good. They're just on top of it.
All right, Jess, I'm gonna put it down to Jess being distracted by Counter-Strike 2 being talked about, because that spray down should have been a lot easier, but she was all over the place. But still, it'll be a little bit brutal. EG got the bomb down, and not really much to be said from Starfish. They have got a gun, though, Sam, out of that. Licious is hungry. You can see her smirking on her screen. She gets shot by her own teammates. Her reaction was a horrified one of that, and she's now going to be backing off. She wants nothing to do with that. She's too spooked. Fair play.
That was actually quite funny. Yeah, I mean, you can see she's in such good spirits as well. The whole team. And now, of course, Starfish, they're going to close ranks, try and protect this one rifle, maybe get some exits here as EG start to push out, but no, not to be the case. So they managed to hold on to those pistols, they hold on to the 1 AK, and they've got some cash to spend into this round. So all in all, not the worst possible eco. Would be nice to get a bit more, but sometimes you will have to take what you can get. EG confirmed themselves the lead at the half, 8-0. Starfish have yet to put themselves on the board here. Now, of course, they're going to take a timeout. This is the first time I'm actually mentioning one of these timeouts, but I think that when things are looking this rough, you've got to ask yourself, what are the comms like right now for Starfish? Because I feel like no matter what they've tried, EG have consistently come out on top of it. They've tried to be slightly more aggressive. They've tried to be passive. They've tried splits. They've tried stacks. They've tried just about everything. And EG, it feels like they've just got the read on this team.
Well, trying to work out what Starfish could do, but I'm honestly a bit of a loss, and I can only think, like you were saying, what their comms are like at the moment. How are they trying to work out how to go up against this team? They're proving so dominant. Tippy has to be the answer. She's got the AWP, playing aggressive here, up towards Party, and towards that mid fountain area. Watch for her, no one's gone over towards that area. Kichu is going to be able to find a kill though. Garden with one over towards Moisten, going in for a second. Mickey's going to be falling. Kichu has to get the trade-off, but runs out. Bullets has to fall back. Yoshi's alive. The last one left is spotted as well. Tagged down to 24 HP, and they're dismantled, Sam. They find one kill, but that is it. Licious goes down in towards that mid position.
Well, a nice little exit for Yoshi. Not that it's going to do too much, but again, you know, you take what you can get. The entirety of Starfish collapsed in on itself, and Yoshi, who was anchoring on that B site, didn't really get to see much action. He's going to be forced to try and save here because, of course, cash into the next round, not going to be fantastic. I mean, Michi's got quite a bit of cash. Obviously, she got to hold on to the rifle from the previous round. So she'll be able to buy in pretty comfortably. But as for the rest of the team, maybe she can buy an upgrade for another teammate. But all in all, it's going to be a rough buy if they do choose to invest heavily into this. Well, I mean, they could maybe have 3 rifles, because obviously Yoshi's managed to save 1. So there's still some potential strength in it. But at this point, does it make a difference?
What does that advert say? It's in
Advert?
German.
Yeah, I know the German advert.
I missed what it actually said, though. Oh, well. Trying to distract myself from some of the, dismantling that EG are doing versus Starfish, Sam. It's been a little bit disgusting. We'll give props over to Starfish. They are trying. They're going to have to try a lot harder. It's going to be a push over towards the B site. Doesn't seem like Starfish are going to be ready for this whatsoever. 2 players going to be sitting in that B short position. It's going to be a full retake scenario. And as soon as this team realize they can just push straight up, well, they're now choked into that one position they can push from. They got a player coming out from behind, but the rotation is so slow that by the time they get towards the bomb, it's already going to be so low. Kichu pulls out her knife out. They manage to switch it around, gets the kill. Kichu somehow staying alive in that scenario. Piggy with AWP going to be peeking up behind, looking to try and make some kills. Misses her shots. Goes in for a second one. She's hungry. Lines it up, bangs it away, gets a no-scope almost, gets the damage, but not the kill. Just turns around, gets one of her own. Piggy does go down to the USP, but Tippy in the end has to back off from this before the bomb explodes and she loses her life.
So all of the rounds leading up to this, they were attempting to stop the plant. This time it felt like they were trying to play for a retake. That didn't work either. I mean, I'm running out of ideas on Starfish's behalf. And I think that... I hate saying stuff like this, but sometimes it is simply the truth. It's an experience diff. E.g., this team have been together for quite some time. They've been competing for some time. They've competed on the international stage. Okay, they didn't do phenomenally internationally, but they have that experience. And they've been a solid performer in the North American scene for quite some time. And we spoke a bit about how Starfish, they've got Tippy, who played on Echo last season, and then you've got a handful of pretty new players to this scene. So not only are they new as a team, but they're new to the scene as well. There's so much for a team like this to learn. And I think that that's probably the biggest thing for them in this matchup, is to just kind of come out the other side and go, right, what have we learned from this? What can we take away from this? Because it is, right? It's just, it's a diff.
I agree. Let's move on though. Kichu didn't manage to find a kill last round. So does Tiffy. The 2 usual contenders here, Sam. Rest of their teammates going to have to kind of wake up a little bit. Although Moistened has done a little bit better. Iggy's going to be in a good position to try and take down one of the hard hitters right away, but the flash is going to be coming through, but Milky is playing the anti-flash position. Worked out fantastically, gets the kill. The denial, Tippy finds one, but taken down from 3 different angles, I think. Actually, that was just 2, but still, one hell of a trade-off. Garden is searching for an answer over towards B, and she has found it. Says, yeah, that rotation worked out fantastically, guys. Come on over. The water's warm. Now the reverse situation's coming through. Garden to line herself up. Moisten peeks around the corner, loses her head. Yoshi just made some steps. This could be expected from Garden. She lines up the shots. Can't quite get the kill. Does some initial damage. The information is big. 2v3. This is one of the closest rounds we've had from Starfish in quite a while, which, is quite depressing in its own right, but it's an opportunity. Are they going to be able to grab hold of it and charge forward? That's going to be the real question. Nate comes out, Yoshi goes down, Mickey's going to be the last one left alive. Oh, Licious is just on fire, 17-3. She's saying, yeah, you know how you did really well, Milky, on that last map? This is how you actually do it.
She has 1 less kill than the entirety of Starfish. No, I lie. 3. But still, that's insane. She's just... Wow. And this is why, of course, I say never do maths on stream. But I managed to correct it, so that's cool. Yeah, this is... Dominant feels like an understatement at this point. It's a bit of a wash.
Multi-kill. Yoshi-like.
Do you know what this felt like? This felt like, you know, like when you're having an argument with someone online and you'll be like, oh, meet me in the McDonald's parking lot at 6 a.m. or whatever. And then like everyone rocks up and it's like, oh, it's a rumble. That's that's kind of what that felt like. I don't know, maybe that's just a ZA thing.
No, we had that as well. We had it in my school. We had this. Like, I went to like a public school, and there was a rather posh school down the road. Yeah, we were rivals. We had that usual same banter between us. And I get
you weren't at the posh school.
I wasn't at the posh school.
Yeah.
I was at the public.
I was at a posh school. I'm cool.
Oh, you know what?
Didn't rub off on me though.
Didn't seem to work, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately. Anyway, not here to judge. EG, 12 rounds on the board. They're looking for a clean sweep. Oh, Tippy! What was that? Oh, she's smirking, realizing that is going to cost them dearly. That was an opportunity she is going to live to regret. See if the rest of her teammates can try and make up for it. They've got 3 players over towards B at the moment. One of the main things we're seeing here, Sam, is they're not gathering any information. Or when they go to gather information, it's shut down, they're killed, and then it goes in reverse. And right now, I mean, that's still the case. She's playing completely blind. She goes in for the peak, finds one, but unfortunately going to get killed by mchy, who gets the perfect trade-off, pushes on, knows there's a player behind yellow, is going to be pre-aiming it, gets the shot, gets the kill. Knocks it on home. Piggy's tagged down to 12 HP. Tippy's going to be going up towards bank, but there's no check for her to cash in. Only some bullets. Micky's going to be able to go for a double kill of all things, and now it's a 2v2 bomb. It's not down. Well, it is, but it's on the floor. Planted. Mickey could be the hero that they need. Bomb looking to go down now. Jess in a good position. We've seen her sprays though. They've been less dominant than they need to be. The damage comes out. Mickey's going to be very low. Garden trying to stay alive, but going to be losing a lot of HP. Mickey catches Jess off guard. Garden falls her finally. We have a round under the board, Sam. Starfish. They've finally awoken. They've moved from the sea floor and they've started to rise.
They get knocked down, but they get up again eventually. It's taken a good long while, but I think that we can firmly say we are at that too little, too late point. And I don't want to count this team out. We've seen some really solid moments from these players, but at a 12-1 deficit in the first half, we are 2 rounds away from the half ending. And EG still have cash to burn. Like, they still come into this round with a full buy. Starfish need to replicate that round over and over again. And that one felt like a little bit of a Hail Mary.
I mean, Jess and Garden had 16k at the end of that last round. If that says anything, they didn't really have to care. They had a lot of money to burn. She's going to be peeking around the corner. AWP is there to trade her off. And Tippy in that shot. First matchup, Sam, we were talking about how sharp she was at that AWP, even if it was against her own teammates. And this game, she's been a little bit lackluster. I have to be honest. Moissan's going to be in a crucial position to find a kill. She finds one, but the trade's going to be coming back and forth. Garden in towards that monster position, gets a kill. 2v3. She's finding her pace. Is it too late though? Is Sam's prediction right? Are they too late? The draw. Piggy, last one left alive. This could be the second round on the board for Starfish. And they've proved that they've been able to do a lot of damage here versus this team. He's not going to expect 2 players here. She didn't see the player down below her, but he doesn't care. She gets the kill. Shouldn't expect the second one. Like I mentioned, she goes down and mchy gets a 3k. Feeling a little bit more happy. And so instead of going 0 for 9, she's gone 9 for 11.
I swear if she has a rifle there, she might actually win that. Obviously, she was trying to go for the plant. She thought there was only 1 player here, so she pulls the bomb out. Fair enough. But if she had a rifle in her hand at the time, she could probably win that. It's touch and go, but she's got the skill to do it. She could clutch that. But unfortunately, Does not work out that way. Starfish starting to see some signs of life. The limb gets cut off, but it just grows back. Yeah. You got the science memes.
Oh, we're going to be seeing a slightly different play from Starfish, but unfortunately for them, EG. They're going to be playing it perfectly well as well. Yoshi's going to get completely blind. You're going to have to play around at this. And Pillar finds one kill. The trade from Jess comes out. She's blinded, but still able to get those kills. B-site has been taken over. mchy's going to be pushing through. That's actually going to give them less leverage to defend against this retake. Just a little bit too slow on the draw. You can see on her face there, realizing, oh, that's embarrassing. Missing the loud up. But, you know, standard NA stuff.
Wow.
Piggy. Oh, she is going to get tagged down. She's made the call. Her teammate's going to have to try and defend for her. And that's exactly what happens. mchy chucks in a couple of bullets here. Looks to take on the opposition's AWP as well, but the bomb is ticking down. They can't do anything against this. They just have to play a full aggressive. Kichu gets the kill for the bomb. He's going to go off guard and make sure that happens. So that's going to be a fantastic first half from EG, Sam. A little bit of a disappointing one from Starfish, but let's see how they do in the second half here on Overpass in the second map in the series for ESL Impact Season 3. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll see you guys back here in a couple of minutes.
All right, well, the first half was dominant, to say the absolute least. Starfish did manage to get themselves a few rounds towards the end there, but with EG's scoreline going into the second half, I don't know, man. 13 rounds for EG. All they need is 3 to bring it home. If they win this pistol, it's GG. And even if Starfish win the pistol, it's still a massive uphill battle.
Just to mention, Shimmer versus Saints is 6-5 at the moment, but we are, I was going to say dive into the action, but this site is completely empty. Bomb should go down. Moistened going to have to hold this angle. Garden's going to be going up peak. Has heard the footsteps, but not quick enough to react. Moistened finds one, looking to go in for the second one, but Licious, of course, it's her. Finds the kill. Moistened drops. It's going to be a 3 versus 4. Lots of damage going to be coming over towards Jess. And unfortunately, she does eventually go down. It's going to be in a good position going in for the kill, but going to be running out of bullets. Of course, it's versus Milky. Licious finds another one. We're going to get traded off, and now it's going to be a one-on-one. And Kichu finds the trade, and they manage to get the bomb down, and the round wins, Sam.
It's a step in the right direction for Starfish, and hopefully it'll be the springboard that they need. Just a quick update. Shimmer versus Saints. Currently 6-5 on map 2. Shimmer won the first map. And of course, this is the team that finally took a map off of CLG Red in the NA region. So this is pretty damn exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing how that series ends itself out.
Yeah, obviously, both those teams fairly spicy. Saints did a really good fight up against CLG, but, you know, Shimmer are the ones that managed to actually win a map off them.
Yeah. Really impressive. Some of these newer teams have been so cool to watch. Really phenomenal. This round is amazing. The exploratory mission from EG down B while Starfish just head on over to A, boys.
Let's go. Kichu takes down Licious. I'm fairly sure they're happy about this. They want to try and ruin her KD. Someone in chat was saying that she was on a 4.75 KD earlier on. She's not actually had a kill. Oh, no, she did. I thought she would have more kills than 21, which is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, she is doing very good. She managed to find, I think, 1 or 2 kills in that first round. They do have an opportunity here to get some damage in. They managed to find 1 kill. Yoshi's going to be in the place to eventually fall. Jess is going to be able to find 2 before getting shut down by Mickey and Kichu.
Some decent damage into the force there. So it's going to have a little bit of a knock-on effect, obviously, on the, you know, what would have been their bonus. But it was that same kind of MAC-10 round that we'd seen. Bearing in mind, this is the second T-sided pistol that Starfish won. They managed to do it in the first map as well. So coming onto the second map here, they're doing it again. They do that kind of Tech 9 round. And then into the next round, they have what normally looks like the second round, where you have your 3 rifles and your 2 MAC-10s. And it did not work out previously, so maybe things change.
Garden coming in with the famous Licious trying to get some of the action, unable to. Kichu stays alive, but for how long? Molotov goes down. The teammate's going to be behind her as well. Tippy looking to go into the backstab. She's going to be able to do a lot of damage just in time. Saves her teammate, or at least helps to. Licious goes down. Jess does get a trade-off. Yoshi on site. Manages to stay alive!
Oh!
No! You could see that smoke was not fully there. Tippy's alive at the moment. That smoke goes down. That's going to be indicating it. No, not again. Utility's out at the wrong time. She stays alive, but for how long? She's going to be coming in. Finds 1, not 2 though, because Piggy's there. Shuts her down before another round could get put on the board. That's going to be 14 rounds, Sam. They're 2 rounds away now.
Poor Tippy, man. That was so close. Round starts out a little bit wonky. They managed to stabilize Tippy down to 1 versus 2. Great smoke, great little bit of movement there to pick up one of those AKs. Manages to get that first kill. The fact that she's able to retreat after getting the AK and get a kill, but just did not, I mean, with like a sliver more HP, she might have actually been able to take down Piggy there. She might have been able to clutch that round, but no. Not to be. EG come up to 14, and Starfish back down onto a very broken buy here.
I mean, you say very broken. They've at least got 3 rifles on it. A decent amount of utility on 2 of the players. Oof. On the 2 riflers as well. So at least could be interesting. That I mean, not when you nade like that, Kiju. Mistakes. left, right, and center. Garden's got the Famished just stayed with this gun, looking to try and save some money. It's going to be Licious with one of her own. Finds one, and Garden with the last couple of bullets finds another kill. She does realize, okay, hang on a minute, I've got like 5 bullets here. She's still going to be going in for it. This confident, ballsy play works out. She gets a kill, but it's going to be a trade-off. Now USP in hand going to be going for kill, but she's going to fall. Gosh, she last one left alive, get shot in the back. 43 HP, and unfortunately, Piggy finds the mark once again.
Solid control from EG there from start to finish. I felt like it was a little bit greedy after getting that 1 kill to then kind of push out again with that USPS when there was no one there to swing out. But I mean, it didn't really matter. Brings it down to like a 1v2. Teammates able to do the cleanup. So who really cares? Come into this. Go ahead.
If I'm being honest, I think that's purely based, like, she was being very smart in the fact that she wants to try and get practice in those highly pressurized situations where she hasn't got the like an AK or an M4. She's having to use that USP, so I understand it. It's good practice.
It's definitely not my head cannon. Final round.
Let's see if anything comes from it. Potentially the final round here should be. It's going to be Piggy looking to try and clean up house. Michy is going to be able to find one. We're going to get shot down by the Tech 9. These players who've got Tech 9s themselves going to get shut down. Piggy, absolute beast in her own right. 2v4. Well, 2v1 is going to be last player left alive. Kishu finds the kill, but tries facing off with the Mac 10 at the end. They're not able to do it. That's going to be a GG. Well played. Starfish, you came, you tried to show up, but unfortunately for you, EG were on form. Milky, Piggy, Licious, absolutely fantastic. And also, you know what? Garden had some spicy shots.
Yeah. I mean, Licious actually ended that on a perfect 2K.